Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Kartia, World of Fate. So this was a pretty big game in my teenage years. It's for the PlayStation 1. It is a turn-based strategy game, and I love the story. They did something in this story that I had never seen before, and I've rarely seen it since. I mean, the other game that was important in my life that did it was Sonic Adventure 2. But, I guess you'll see. Enjoy the beautiful PlayStation 1 era cutscene, which is actually, it's pretty decent. I like what they did. The monster designs are good. But yeah, I really like the story. I liked the writing. I've tested this game out a few weeks ago just to make sure this is something I wanted to actually do, because this is going to be a pretty big commitment. I guess this is essentially my next RPG, but I don't remember it being that long. Like, as long as, you know, like a Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, or maybe even a Dark Cloud. It's probably about Dark Cloud length. But I love it. I love the music. I like the artwork. The artwork, and it's not shown in this, but the character portrait artwork is done by the same person who did the artwork in Final Fantasy VI, also released in America's Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo. It's a very unique style that I haven't really seen any artist do character portraits in that person's style. Like, it's great. It's not for everyone, but I happen to like it. And yeah, hopefully people like this, because if there's someone listening to this right now, and tell me if you've ever heard of this game. Because I don't know. I've talked to one other person in my life that that heard of this game. I remember I was in class and someone mentioned it, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh yeah, but other than that, I feel like I'm the only person who played it. So, you know, it's a little bit of a hidden gem. And it's by Atlas. They're a pretty famous company. They've done a lot of, like, turn-based strategy type games. I can't name any of them, but I'm pretty sure what I said is true. So, let's do it. Let's see how this works. Now, there's going to be a lot of reading, and there's going to be a lot of me not saying the correct names, probably. You know, anyone who's subscribed to my channel knows that, but, like, more than normal, because holy crap, do they ever... There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of, like, terms to learn, but I'll try to fill in any gaps that they leave. Right, we're going to start a new game. Kartia. A card which can create anything. People have lived with Kartia since the beginning of time. The divine letters release the power of Kartia. Kartia fire lights up the dark. Kartia winds flow through the sea. Kartia earth lays over beds of seeds. Kartia water nurtured the plants. Thus the people called this world Rebus. It was a world of Kartia civilization. For thousands of years, this world never knew war, and it was a world of peace and security. But those days began to corrupt the people. Chaos crept into the world. When people took the power of Kartia for granted, the destruction of Rebus began. This is a story of two individuals who lived in this chaotic era. Toxa, the free knight. Nothing kept him from pursuing his dreams. Lacrimer, the shrine warrior. Her father was a hero. She led a life bound by law. Whoever happens to witness their stories will be affected by all the joys and sorrows of their life. I think that's what that said at the end. I was actually moving a little bit too fast for me, but I'll edit it to make it seem like I didn't flub several times, just like anytime I read anything. So you get to choose which of these two characters. Again, as I mentioned, if you played Final Fantasy III, or 6, as it's supposed to be called, very similar looking characters, and they all look like this. Now, if you decide to play this game, through whatever means you can, I feel like there's only one at this point, because good luck finding a copy, I highly suggest that you play Toxa first. I think they seriously expected everyone to pick Toxa first. You can pick her first, but the fact is, to play the game, you're really going to want to play both stories, and they did. It's more satisfying if you pick him first, and they definitely did that on purpose. So, let's go with Taxa, the Free Knight. Taxa Classico. The year is 1043. And we are in the Pentagram Cathedral. Mother, I'm worried. There's nothing to worry about, Mona. I cannot foresee our future. I sense something terrible will happen. My poor dear, your elven side is keenly sensed the beginning of the destruction. Hold on to this. What is this, Mother? It is the forbidden Kartia. That should be hidden away. This is what humans call an original. Forbidden Kartia? What can you create from this? The word on this Kartia means nothingness. This Kartia can wipe out all of existence. A Kartia that can wipe out all of existence? Then why are you giving it to me? You sensed the beginning of the destruction, Mona. And I didn't. That means this era will change, and my work is finished. No, Mother! That can't be. Mona, you will always be regarded as an outcast from the human world and the elf world. But for now, you have to obey the stronger one. Mother, what should I do? The reason why we have the Kartia of nothingness is to erase the cause of the destruction. It must be given to the righteous one. But without the text that explains the meaning of the word of the Kartia, people can't use it. There is a human who has the soul of an elf. That person can use the Kartia of nothingness without the aid of a text. But how can I find this person? When the time comes, this person will be led to you. You will know when you see that person. How long will you be able to hide the fact that Mona has disappeared from the cathedral? A week at most. Misty, take Mona with you. Mother. What about her mother? We have San and Mona. We don't need her. Take care of her just like the other elves. We can't blame God if we are damned. Well, we are creating Eden, aren't we? Any progress on deciphering the text? We're trying to figure out the elements now. Your father failed in the first experiment. Are you sure you can do it this time? Don't worry, I'm not like my father. But you have to keep the Inquirers quiet. As long as you do that, the rest is easy. Good. By the way, how is Mona's brother doing? We got him first, didn't we? He's doing well as the leader of the Akudo. Unlike Mona, he's very enthusiastic about Kartia. His abilities surpass even mine. He surpasses you. Because he uses evil magic? He's more of a monster than a magician. I have one question. What is it? I want to know what you are thinking. You lead the rebels and you are trying to create Eden. What is your true purpose? Why do you want to know that? I'm doing this to find out the existence of God. Each participant in the rebels have their own reasons. So, I have dedicated everything to this project. Tell me everything. I want to create Eden. That's all, plain and simple. What a liar. I have no intention of giving you heaven. You heretics have no chance of winning. They all seem like fine chaps. By the way, those names, did you see those names? I have no idea how to say them, when I finally have to read them, it's just going to be a vomit of syllables. But, you know, fortunately, I haven't had to worry about that yet. Count Shinan's estate? I'm not exactly sure. Hey, get up and walk. Don't sit down. Please, let me go back. Sorry, I can't let you do that. I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Garum, stop! Because of her, we're stuck in these mountains. We're more than 3 days behind. Mona's escape was your fault, Garum. I think you were too easy on it. You have a problem with my methods? No, not necessarily. Well, you're here earlier than I expected. Carry those bags to the warehouse. We don't have the manpower here. Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? What manners? I'm the daughter of Count Shinan. The daughter of Count Shion? Lady Shinan! You're not the usual merchants, I see. I apologize, Lady Shion. We were not aware that we were on the Count's estate. Please forgive us. Well, now that you know... by the way, who are you? We're just humble merchants who are lost. Please help me! I'm in danger! What's going on? The clothes she's wearing, aren't those the clothes of a druid? I just want to interject here. I know they're hitting you with a lot of world building here. I will try to fill in the gaps. But yeah, I get how you might be confused, because holy crap. Will you shut up? Stop. Isn't she a druid? Garum. Yeah, I know. You guys are thieves. Now that you know, you'll have to come with us. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm not interested. If you value your life, you'd better come with us. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm pretty strong, so watch out. Is that a Kartia used for attack? Is this girl an encryptor? She's just bluffing. Stand your ground. Damn! Wait! Garum, hold it. Don't waste your time on that girl. Where is Mona? Mona's right there. What? Damn it, she escaped again. Great. Bring her back now. You just wait till I get your hands on you, kid. Let's go. Episode 1. Chapter 1. Druid Girl. So there's different episodes and then different chapters in those episodes. So... Alright, and now we go to a character that we haven't seen before. The estate of Count Shinan is located in the eastern side of the Iderus, and on the border of Crossland. Haha, it's my land. There is not much going on. I was really surprised to hear that they have a world tree, because it is forbidden to nurse a world tree. It is a divine tree that only shrines can raise. I asked about the details of the rumor. Then I found out that recently, the shrines were allowing the nobles to keep nurseries. Greed is the one thing that doesn't change. Duran, a member of Vigilance, and I came to the estate of Count Shinan from the town of Canis, because there's a ceremony of purifying the world tree. Ceremony of purification? What an old-fashioned thing to do during this day and age. However, I can't say that in front of Duran since he's a soldier of the shrine. So there's so many things. There's Vigilance, there's world trees, there's Kartia itself. There's of the shrine, clearly some type of religion. But it'll suss out. Hold on. You sure are a Vigilant member. I've got to be serious about this or I'll be defeated. You're still not showing your true strength. Why don't you quit being a security guard and join the Knights of Eidos? I'm not sure what I want to do. I want to stay as a free knight until I find my true purpose in life. You're very thoughtful. I'm impressed. We're talking about a lifetime commitment here. Looking for a master you can trust? Anyway, coffee or tea? Oh, are you creating it? Thanks. I'll take coffee. Wow, it tastes great. It's one we've had before we came. It's 3 days old. The aroma may have become weak, but it still tastes good. You remember the taste? You have a really good memory. I'm just particular about some things. And you, Duran? Barley tea. That is definitely you. Getting back to the subject. Alana, you can become a knight of Crossland with your skills. I'm a dancer. I'm not from a prestigious family. Actually, I'm far from it. When I go back to my village, I'll be the son of a merchant. Never mind, Taxa. My goal is not to become a knight, but to be the same as a shrine warrior. So I just want to interject. There's not a lot of time for me to interject. But first of all, I love the character portraits. I love the expressions on the character portraits when they talk. I think it's something that more games like this should do. And I like that there's internal monologue. Like, whenever it gets dark, those are thoughts. Just very cool things that, like, you know, comic books are able to do. And a lot of games with just, like, one portrait, just... It's not the same, you know? It gives more emotion than a lot of games of this type that I've seen. By the way, where are the other knights? The Idorus Knights left to stop the rebels in Nordia. You mean you're the only guard around here, Taxa? Yeah, until the revolt in Nordia ends. Duran, why don't you gather some shrine warriors? I'll give it a try, but I can't promise anything. Oh, I can handle myself. You just saw my skills, didn't you? Besides, it's not like there's any immediate danger. You have a point there. Then, we'll be leaving. Hey, since you guys are not that far from here, come and visit me anytime. Really? I will. Huh? Hurry! It's an emergency! What happened, miss? This girl has been attacked. I think she's a druid. Have thieves broken into the estate? That's what I said! You're a guard, aren't you? I see. Miss Ellie, take me to the place where you saw the thieves. I'll join you, Taxa. You may need my help. Are you sure? Count Shion's estate is under the protection of Vigilant. As a shrine warrior, I am sworn to protect the druid girl. Thanks. With you two, nothing will stand in our way. Alright, so we've been introduced to 3 different groups. We're all colliding now. Don't you ever do that again. Do you really think you could get away from me? Leave her alone, Garum. By the way, have you noticed anything unusual? I know. It seems like we're close to the fortress. I thought this area looked familiar. Who the hell are they? You're quite slow, aren't you? That's the leader. The one behind her is the girl. Hey, you! You're intruding on the Count's territory. Let the girl go. Kidnapping a druid is a serious crime. That girl's an encryptor? The Shrine Warrior is not the problem since they can't create phantoms, but with the Idoros Knight... What do we do, boss? I'll take care of them. You guys take Mona to the fortress. Hey, wait! They can create phantoms? That's a common type called Miles. We have to create phantoms as well. Leave the phantoms to me. The common type is vulnerable to the shadow type. Ha, there you go. A Shadow Miles. Victory is ours. Look, he's creating something else. It's a doll type. The natural enemy of the shadow type. You guys don't play fair. It's no use getting angry at the enemy. If they send out doll phantoms, then we'll just counter it with a common phantom. There you go. The natural enemy of doll types. Common type Phantom Miles. Boss, I'll leave the rest up to you. You're not getting past me. Hey, you're the bad guys here. Toxa, I want to ask that thief something. You want to know about the Druid girl, right? Alright, we're going into the first battle, so you'll actually see the combat system after 20 minutes. Part of me thinks I'm just going to be reading an audiobook to you guys. We'll see how it works. Victory conditions: kill the female thief. Alright, so much to unpack. I didn't really account for how much there was to unpack here. The basic crux of the game is summoning phantoms to fight the enemy phantoms and then getting to their commanders. Phantoms are kind of expendable. You can just summon them. And different characters have different strengths and abilities. I'm getting that weird jumpy thing that happens when I record this sometimes. I don't know how to fix that. So yeah, there is a rock, paper, scissors system happening. I've talked about rock, paper, scissors systems and like elements before, but no game besides this one has actually put the symbols for rock, paper, scissors on the thing. So you notice it says Shadow Miles. He has a paper, and he has a rock hand, and then I'm sure someone over here has scissors. Yep. So you just follow the symbols and you'll be fine. In addition, there are different types of weapons. I'll just talk about those later. It doesn't matter. This is essentially the tutorial battle. In fact, they line you up perfectly, where my rock will beat their scissors. Now, there are two different ways to do these type of games. One of them is to have one person move and then a next person move, and it's usually based off of speed ratings. This is not one of those games. The other way to do it is have one side move all of their units, and then have the enemy move all of their units. And this is one of those games. So I get to move every single one of my units before they get to move. Usually, I think pretty much every other battle besides this one, all of their units aren't just going to be in front of me for me to be able to attack them the first time. They're going to be out of range, and if I move my units too close to theirs, they will be well on the way to counterattacking very effectively. But for now, I'm going to weaken all of these jerks. Everyone who hits people and kills people gets experience. When you get experience, you level up and get stronger. Doesn't really matter for your phantoms. When your phantoms die, they die. And there are different types of phantoms later on. For this first part, I can only summon Miles's. They're the most basic type of phantom. There is a phantom weaker than them, but they're kind of a weird specialty phantom. You don't really ever need them, but we'll see. So let me move my guys up. In addition to creating phantoms, and maybe I'll just create that really weird one for you guys real quick, just to show you. If you remember in the intro, there are a bunch of like cute little bunny-looking guys. That's one of them. Their main thing is that they're fast, and that they have an indirect attack. You notice each time I attacked, I was counterattacked. If you attack indirectly, you can't be counterattacked. Most indirect attacks are from a distance, though, and in fact, if you're too close to an enemy, you won't be able to do them. This is the only guy, I think, that has a close-range indirect attack, which I don't even get how that works, but that's what it is. I have moved every single one of my units, therefore, change phase. Alright, enemies moving. They're not attacking. Now, I need to do a little research. I believe if you have low health, you do less damage. So, all of these guys have been hit. Yeah, like he should be... Well, no, he's weak against me, so... He shouldn't do that much damage, but I think he'd do more if he was at full health. I do need to confirm that. I don't remember. Doesn't matter for this. You don't really need to know what you're doing for this battle. Even if you were attacking the wrong type, you'd probably still win. But if you did that, then, like, weird. They literally line the guys up for you. Like, they are hand-holding you all the way to victory here. But, you know, the enemy raised a hasty defense. It wasn't very well thought. Now, look at that. That was a lot more damage, because he was strong against me. No, he wasn't. Huh. I'm actually confused as to why that did that much damage now. Anyway, you can attack directly with heroes if they have enough speed, and he does. Now, if you can kill a phantom with a human, it's better to, because you're going to keep the humans. As I mentioned, you might not be keeping the phantoms forever. In fact, you definitely won't. I've had phantoms survive, because you keep your phantoms throughout the battles. Like, any phantom that survives, I'll just have next battle with their experience intact. But, eventually you get, like, let's say one of my Miles survived 3 phantoms. I'm gonna have better phantoms by then. It wouldn't make any sense to even keep them at all. It would make sense to, like, de-summon them. We're gonna move up here. Alright, and I hear the music skipping a bit. I really hope that hasn't been happening too much. It's hard to hear it when I'm recording sometimes. But not that much I can do. So let's see. She's really good at magic. I wonder if I can actually reach someone and show you some magic attacks. Because besides creating phantoms, there are magic attacks. So, God, there's so much to unpack. Kartia can create things. They showed that with the coffee and tea. It's not just for battle. But in order to do it, you need different texts. So, this is the Japanese symbol for fire. It's also the Chinese symbol for fire, but now I'm just... unnecessary facts. If you combine that with this one, this is probably the Japanese word for strong, I would assume. So if you put strong fire together, you can make a strong fire that can attack the enemy. Now, I only have a limited number of words or texts right now. I'll get more. And then you can make new, different, crazier types of spell. So... she wasn't bluffing. By the way, not everyone is good at magic. There's different levels of magic. She's good enough to at least use it. So she wasn't entirely bluffing before. I'm going to use Wind, which will create the spell Thunder. Now, in addition to the rock, paper, scissors thing, there's also elemental weaknesses that aren't quite as important, but they are a thing. So all of my humans have moved, but my phantoms have not yet moved. At this point, might as well go over weapons. You're going to notice that he's going to do a lot more damage in the counterattack than he should because he's weak against me. It's because he has a sword. Swords are strong on flat ground. If you're not on flat ground, they'll do less damage. Axes are stronger when you are above someone on the plane. So, like, the elevation of the planes actually does matter. Spears are stronger if you're below them. So they're going to do more counterattack damage because we're on a level plane, and their swords do more damage because of that. I just attacked the wrong guy, didn't I? No, I didn't. That was right. I dyslexified how rock, paper, scissors works. Great. Cancel. Go here instead. Don't block someone if you can actually get that far. In fact, I think I might be above him. Nope, even plane. Blah! All of these guys are on an even plane. So you notice the other enemies also had spears and axes, so they were doing crap damage. I'm strong enough to kill you, fool. Doesn't matter that you're supposedly strong against me. But all of the phantoms here, they have swords, so they're actually going to be harder to defeat, but not harder enough. Enemies can't move through you, and you can't move through enemies, so these guys actually can't really go anywhere except if they go here, then they could get around. But I've blocked them in. That's another strategy. Let me just look at the letter text. So these are all the texts that I have. So, axe, hammer, sword, fire, katana, spear, shoe. There's no shops in this game. If you want equipment, you make it out of magic. Because everything's made out of magic. I love the concept of the world. It's so complicated that I often wonder... I wonder if this was based off of something, and I don't think it was. I think it was all just for the game, which is crazy. I think we're good. Change phase. So she's using burning fire. That hit 2 of us. That's some decent damage. Also, if one of your main characters dies, you might lose? Or you only lose sometimes? I don't actually know. I think you might just be permanently out of the fight. I certainly need to figure that out. So she's definitely done for. The real question is, how do I... What's the... Ah! Let's attack her directly. She's gonna do about as much damage to me as I'll do to her, but that's fine. You don't actually have to kill all the phantoms, I just need to kill her. And where did Ellie go? When I was streaming this, I wasn't sure how to say her name. I'm sticking with Ellie. But people are trying to convince me you say it Eel. And I can't do it. I guess under a certain reading, it could be Eel. But there's no way they intended it to be Eel. Like, I refuse to believe that. That would be insane. And for some reason, he's gonna take more damage from this. Helmet Rock! And yes, as I mentioned, I don't need to kill them. I would like... Can someone get over there that has a spear? That'd be cool. No. If I was able to get over there with him, he'd be able to do a downwards attack, and probably just murder him on the spot, because he's weak against me, and I would have the proper weapon, but meh. Boom! I have a leveled up Miles. No reason to keep on dawdling now. Let's move you here. Let's see, do I have an attack that can hit her from here? Probably. Let's do this. That won't hit her, but it will hit him, so let's just do it. And I'm really sorry about the sound skipping. It's an issue I've been having for a long time when I'm using this program, but it doesn't always happen, but it's happening. Let's see, sword? I'm not gonna kill her this round, am I? But whatever, sword her. Let's make it so she can't move at least. And if I kill this phantom that's right here, that'll open up another avenue of attack. So that'd be cool. Oh, he's gonna do more damage to me than I'll do to him. Because of his stupid fancy sword. Oh, look at me, I have the proper weapon. I mean, maybe I should have just ignored him. Because now instead of attacking her, I'm just making sure that he's dead, but eh. Alright, well, we'll be able to completely surround her. She can't escape this way. Oh, she blocked it. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright. Well, there's only one person left. Squeak, squeak, squeak. This thing really does suck. It's not good for combat. But it does have quite a bit of range. Alright, this is going to be the final mission. I'm definitely going to destroy her this turn. Huh. Well, that sucks. Because he was level 2. He's the only one that made it to level 2 also. Oh! And another one is down. Well... surround her! You are not going anywhere, miss. And she's taking a knee. Alright, Shrine Knight Duran. There you go, thief. He lost the battle. Just give up. Are we going to chase after the enemy? Of course! We have to save the girl. No. Let's go back for now. Why? She might be killed! If they wanted her dead, she would already be dead, right? Seems like you're the only one with a brain around here. We need to get more Kartia. Taxa, let's go back first. Okay. I promise to save you. Please stay safe until then. Stage clear! Our first battle. Did it in 4 turns. We defeated 10 dudes, and the game won't stop skipping. It's alright, I'll fix it somehow. Through magic. Also, you can run out of Kartia. I wanted to do a thing where I showed what these texts were, because I can look up to find out what they are after and, like, put it on the screen. Maybe I've done that. Just so that you know, because I'm not going to know now, but I can figure it out after. It'd be interesting to see which ones I get, because usually it's hard to keep track of what you can do. So, I wouldn't normally do this, but I don't like it when first episodes are extremely long, and there's going to be like a chapter break after the scene where I'm allowed to save and whatnot, but I'm just going to end it here. We will continue with our interrogation of Misty next time. Tell me what you think of the game. Are you interested? I mean, if you got to this point, you're probably somewhat interested, but I am interested to see who is interested in this. I am interested to see if anyone's heard of this, and I'm really interested to know if anyone has actually played it. So yeah, feel free to tell me anything, you know? But, that is that. We will continue directly from here next time, unless I really just decide, nah, and I go for something else. Which could happen, I suppose. But I think I'm committed. Yeah. Anyway, feedback is very welcome. I will listen to it, because you made it to the end of the video. You deserve to give your feedback. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with less music skipping, because I love the music in this game. Later.